Hey, doing? Hope you're doing well, guys. Thank you for watching, taking time to watch, and I hope that you will share this video and help us to get this video, these word or of this word out to other people. Got a simple thought. I want to read two places in the Bible. You know, we're in a world where there's a lot being said and a lot being invested and a lot being done, and it's in the world of technology, and that's artificial intelligence, or AI. Now, I'm not saying that if you're invested in a company that you're doing wrong, or I'm not saying, I'm not here to give a bunch of do's and don'ts and all that kind of stuff. You have to pray and seek God for yourself. But I do find it interesting that in the garden, that the serpent spoke to Eve and deceived Eve through a supposed to be truth or knowledge. And he did tell her, he said, God doth know, or does know, that if you and Adam partake of this knowledge, now I'm not going to get into all that, that's a different video, a different subject, but he said he knows that if you do this, you will be as God, knowing good from evil. So there was a artificial intelligence even in the garden, and it came from Satan. Now, here's where I believe that we are in the world as a church, as a whole, and even just let me put it this way: it's one of the spirits of the age, and where I get that term, I use that a lot. Where I get that from is, I think it's Paul's writing in First Timothy chapter 4, I believe it is. But it talks about in the last days there would be many seducing spirits. That's plural, more than one. There would be many seducing spirits that would be released on the earth that would deceive many people. But here's where I want to get to in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. It said, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause, now this is a very strong, straightforward verse, but this is Bible. For this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they might believe a lie. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. They don't want truth. They don't want to believe truth. They won't even listen to truth. They don't even like people that try to preach truth, try to preach this word, stand for it. And another place that I thought about and I wrote down here is in Romans chapter 1. Most of this chapter is the Apostle Paul dealing with the mindset of the people who are rebellious against God, and who love uncleanness, who love sin and iniquity. But in verse 28, Romans chapter 1, 28, I do want to put this, I will say this right here. If you go to verse 21, it says, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations. Here's where the AI comes in at. And their foolishness of heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. And it goes on and on. It talks about how they start taking the image of God and trying to make it into an image of beast, and all kinds of idolatry and different things. But I love verse 28 because the Apostle Paul is straightforward. He said, even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to be a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient. He said, okay, if you don't want truth, you don't want to obey my word, you don't want to heed and go along, I'll just let you do your own thing. And it goes on. Now, God is long-suffering. He's long-suffering. He's rich in mercy. And he will he will be merciful to a lot of people, but he won't continue forever and ever dealing with you. Matter of fact, he's only obligated to deal with you one time. But after a while, God says, enough is enough. There's, you have rejected me. You rejected my knowledge. You rejected my truth. You rejected my word. You rejected my prophets, my apostles, my pastors, my teachers, my evangelists. You have rejected anything. Matter of fact, you won't even retain. You don't even like the thought of including God in any of your life, any of your plans. He said, I'll just let you go on without me. I'll let you walk away and do your own thing. But then it's too late. You can literally cross the line to where it's impossible to come back. That's found in Hebrews chapter 6. But anyways, the long story I want to get you to see here is that in the mindset of the people nowadays, and if you look it up online, you can actually find where it talks about these scientists are literally saying there's no reason for us to even believe in God anymore. There's no reason for us. And one of the men over in, I forget the country, but he was talking about AI, and he was talking about what it could do and what it will be in the years to come and all this kind of stuff. He said it can rewrite a actual correct Bible, and he said it won't be an actual Bible like we have now. He said, but it'll be a blend. Okay, listen to the language. It'll be a blending of the Holy Bible, the Quran, and other religious texts, and it'll bring everybody together. Don't that sound interesting? Don't that sound sort of like Bible prophecy? And AI will be able to tell man right from wrong. That's literally what they're telling you, that you have to have a artificial intelligence to tell you right from wrong. You see where it's lining up with the Bible? It's lining up with the Word. We are in the last days, folks. You better know this for yourself. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and got something out of it.